Hi, so welcome back. We are back with the Children's Day series, and today we have with us Gaurav, who is the CIO for wholive.com and a digital transformation expert and technology leader with 2 decades of experience. I think more than 2 decades of IT strategizing and modernization and all of that. So Gaurav is an industry expert, and joining him would be Aastha, his daughter, who is currently pursuing her BTech from the KIIT University in Orissa, and she's also, one of the members at the community startup grind in Bhubaneswar. So Asa is going to tell us more about that. But before we do that, my first question goes out to Gaurav. Gaurav, how do you see her, and how do you view her decision of joining this particular university? And what are your thoughts on that?
Thanks, Pooja. That was a really nice introduction. I'm really proud of Asta, the way she has taken up the things, the way she has started her career. It's just an education. She is doing BTech. And parallelly, she knows how the Indian ecosystem is transforming, how the startups are coming through the ideation and to the product journey. And she has actually transformed the way she think. I'm always supportive. So whatever she do, right, whether she do something on technology or something, I'm always supportive. And what matters to me the most is like she's able to utilize her strengths as well as she's able to enrich fulfillment into herself rather than focusing just on technology. So that is why whenever she talk about startups, the ideas they're working on, technology boosters, I really feel amazed to see the way the students are taking up the things and then the way they are moving. That's called Gen Z, right, Asa?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So you're happy about her decision joining IT and pursuing more in the field of IT.
absolutely.
You're
Absolutely. They are
absolutely.
the young force who are going to drive everything in future, right? The AI is transforming and that is, the entirely on the shoulders of these youngsters only.
So were you surprised by this decision of yours, or were you somewhere familiar? Yes, she would take this path. You
I
knew
was
that.
always, yeah. So, I mean, she has seen me the way I left my job and then pursued into entrepreneurship. So I always saw a kind of, charm in her eyes that she's going to do something different. And we do a lot of leg pulling together, right? With the brand names. I have two daughters, Aastha and Tanvi. So I always do a leg pulling, saying that her brand name will be AVTV. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's always like that. So I was always aware she's going to do something different. Didn't knew like going to get into technology that much,
All right.
but yes, when she entered, she's excelling there. She's also trying out a lot of things into AI, the next steps, and I think surely within the next 3 to 4 years, I'm going to see some new product coming out of us, especially into AI domain.
You never know. You never know. Absolutely. Asta, what about you? Tell us more about this decision of yours. Why did you choose this career? Why did you choose to follow into your father's footstep? And about your university and the current program that you're pursuing.
So basically, I I've been seeing Papa since childhood going into, from tech to startup, and I've always been inspired by him, and it has always fascinated me what he does. So ever since 10th 11th grade, I was sure that I wanted to go into the startup ecosystem and everything. And so yeah, so the first thing I did after coming to KIT was there was a form rolling out about Startup Grind. I thought it was a startup and I would join there, but I got to know that it's a community where we encourage startups. So I thought that, if I am going into that field, I should have some knowledge. And this was the perfect platform for me to gain that knowledge, to gain that experience. And so, yes, right now I'm analyzing startups in second year, and I'm also the community manager there. So it's been a very, very inspiring and very great journey for me.
Okay, okay. So you were pretty clear in your head that yes, this is what you want to do. Did your father at any point in time tell you that yes, you should be doing this or you shouldn't be doing this? Was he guiding you somewhere or how was it? Was this entirely
In
your
the
decision?
beginning, when I wasn't sure what startup grind really is, there was a bit of doubt that, maybe I should just focus on studies because it's the first year. But then I got to know what it is, and he encouraged me always. He never said no to anything.
Never says no. Yeah, like they say, never say never. All right,
Right.
Gaurav, coming back to you. Now that she's chosen this career for herself, where do you see her, maybe 4 or 5 years down the line? How do you see her growing in the future?
I'm just seeing a coming up entrepreneur in Asta. Right? I always say to even my friends as well. Right? It's a new tech geek coming, from my family. Whether she choose to be into technology or she choose to be into something like D2C or some maybe a product or money or a service startup or something, that's entirely on her, right? But what I see is like the initiatives she is taking on startups, even on the technology as well, that is something great. And I really see a good tech geek, not only just because she is doing it, because she has something in her. She's a continuous learner. She knows what her strengths are, and she knows how to cultivate the things. This field, the technology field, is actually for people who are continuous learners, right? People who can
Right.
learn, who can cultivate what the offerings are
True.
from the technology. And if you can
Absolutely.
cultivate, you can make great products. And that is what I see in Asta.
Right. So you see the zeal in her, you see the passion in her. What about
Yeah.
you, Asta? Do you have that zeal? Do you think you can make it? And how do you see yourself growing in the future? What are your plans?
Definitely. I've always been interested into the fashion world as well. So that is what I'm planning that, once I'm done with my BTech or even while completing in my third, fourth years, I'm gonna start uh, working on something around that and b- open my own brand or startup or something like that. So yeah.
Okay, so you have that entrepreneur in you waiting to explore, the world is your place and your play zone, right? Excellent, excellent. Gaurav, since you're a technology expert, we can't really, end this interview session without asking you some technology questions. So one
Mhm.
of which being, what are your future predictions when it comes to, the technologies that are going to be ruling the roost in the next
Mhm.
2 or 3 years?
So, Pooja, yes, even yesterday also, I was a part of, I was taking a guest session at one of the big college in Pune. Uh, what I definitely see is that the industry is actually moving from Industry 5.0, now AI coming in and it's moving towards Industry 6.0. The future is all AI. There will be almost nothing that is going to go, without AI. So what I definitely see is maybe next couple of years, AI will remain and it will extend its arms. There will be developments, there will be innovations on AI that is going to be there. And then definitely the cyber security, because when AI comes, we definitely need governance and security to control that. So I definitely see the trend going towards that, and definitely see a lot of work in that action.
All right, so AI will be the future for you. What about you, Asta? You're also pursuing your B technology, so you must be having some sort of a sense around, what technology is all about. What do you think is going to be, which technologies rather are going to be ruling in 2025 and beyond?
So from so far, from what I've seen in the new startups that are being generated, um, I see a lot of green technologies, eco-friendly cars and eco-friendly. In fact, there was one where there's a water purifier, but with alkalinity test.
All
So
right.
that as well, and yeah, so green technologies to a sustainable future, and of course AI.
Yeah. And of
Okay.
course, Elon Musk, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, there's a slight twist to this interview also. I want to ask a couple of fun questions, and starting with, of course, Gaurav again. Gaurav, what do you think you would have been had you not been a technology person or a technology expert? Do you think you would have pursued any other field? And if yes, then which other field is this?
Yeah, even Asta knows, right? If I would not have been a technology person, I would have been a chef.
You would have been chef. Wow.
Right? So
Okay.
cooking is my hobby.
Okay. You love cooking. What do you enjoy cooking the most?
Anything. I mean, so what I believe is like cooking comes from your heart. There are more
Okay.
emotions to cook rather than putting some spices into it. So whatever I cook, my family likes it, my friends likes it. So
Okay.
that's give me immense pleasure. So
Okay.
He could
Asa,
have
do
been
you
a
recall
painter
any
as
such
well.
item your father ever cooked for you that you really enjoyed and relished, Asta?
Uh, I mean, I always enjoy his Rajma Chawal.
Okay. So Gaurav, next time we're there at your place, we'll definitely want to come there, and enjoy your Rajma Chawal. All right.
absolutely.
Okay.
He
So
could
tell
have been
me,
a painter
yeah,
as well.
a painter too. Okay. So now
Yeah.
your daughter is coming out with all sorts of ideas. See, that's the
So
entrepreneur in her speaking.
yeah,
Anyways, so coming back to, any memorable vacation the two of y'all have had together and you really hold on to that. You want to
there are a
relive
lot
that.
of there are a lot of ones. I mean, so I remember like we went to Bali. I think so. There were a couple of ones like the one where we went to Mumbai, I believe, and I was holding the arms of my two daughters and walking around the beach. And they were pretty small. I mean, in age, right? Shasta was around 5 or 6 years, and my younger daughter was even smaller. So that was one. And recently we went to another beach in I think it was in Hong Kong or somewhere. So there also we had the same pose. So we tried to collate these two things together, the memories together, like how they were the kids smaller and now they have grown up, how they
Grown
look
up.
like, and then we were having the same pose. So there are a
The
lot of memories we have
transition.
on together, right?
Right. What about you, Asta? Any fond memories of your childhood, any vacation that you wish to talk about?
Uh, we went to Hong Kong recently, and I went to Disneyland, and that was my dream since childhood. So that is one memory that I will always hold on with me.
All
I even,
right.
in fact, I remember crying during fireworks.
Okay, that's interesting. So why did you cry really? Because you were scared?
Because I've been fascinated by Disneyland since I was like 3 or 4. I used to watch it on TV. I used to watch the cruise on TV, and finally it was like a dream come true.
Okay. Okay. So it was the dream come true for you. So this Children's Day, do you have any particular wish that your father should, fulfill, or you expect your father to fulfill anything that you want or expect from him?
But really, I have my NSEMs coming up, so I
You
haven't
haven't
had the
been.
time to think about it.
What about you, Gaurav? Have you planned anything for your, daughter?
I've already executed that. So I already gifted her something. But anyways, right? So I will only wish that she fulfills her dream, whatever way she goes. I'd love to see her going in technology because I know that is going to drive the world. Uh, near soon. But I would love to see her growing, whatever she knows her strengths are, and whatever fulfills her life, her soul. That is the area which I want she to go.
All right. And Asa, I'll end this interview with this last question going out to you. One piece of advice given from your father that you really cling on to, hold on to, always go back to whenever you're stuck or anything in life.
I would say, he has always told me to never give up. Even if I'm
Mhm.
facing some obstacle, there is a way around it. I just have to figure out how to do that. But there will be a way forward. So I just have to never give up on that.
Okay, that's inspiring, quite motivating for us too. Thank you so much on that note. Thank you for joining this interesting session, and we really look forward to meeting both of y'all in person once again. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Pooja.
Thank you.